morning. Today is our very last day to be talking about rising strong. And honestly, it makes me really sad that it's our last day because I have just adored this book. It's messed with me in so many good ways, and it's been such an impact. It's had such an impact on my life. And I want to read something to you today that I think will really encourage you. I have read it over and over again, and it has encouraged me so much. So welcome if you're new. My name is Crystal Payne, and I am the founder of MoneySavingMom.com, and we have been talking about Rising Strong by Brene Brown for the last 3 weeks, and today is our last day. Thank you so much. This is a scarf that my husband got for me. Today is our last day to be talking about this. And then on Monday, we are going to start Just Show Up by Kara Tippett. So if you know of someone who is going through a hard time, if you know someone who is struggling, this book I think will be such a blessing. It's basically how to walk through hard with someone. So if someone's going through heartache, through pain, through suffering, through struggle, this book talks about how to walk through that hard place with them without being an annoyance, without hurting them, and without, sometimes it can be so awkward. And so that will start on Monday. But today we're going to be reading from Rising Strong, and I want to read to you this manifesto for the brave and brokenhearted. This is so good, and it is such a close, it's such a powerful close to this book club. Manifesto of the Brave and Brokenhearted. There is no greater threat to the critics and cynics and fearmongers than those of us who are willing to fall because we have learned how to rise. With skinned knees and bruised hearts, we choose owning our stories of struggle over hiding, over hustling, over pretending. When we deny our stories, they define us. When we run from struggle, we are never free. So we turn toward truth and we look it in the eye. We will not be characters in our stories, not villains, not victims, not even heroes. We are the authors of our lives. We write our own daring endings. We craft love from heartbreak, compassion from shame, grace from disappointment, courage from failure. Showing up is our power. Story is our way home. Truth is our song. We are the brave and brokenhearted. We are rising strong. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And this, for me, this book and this close was just an amazing close to such an amazing book. And if you have not gotten a copy of Rising Strong, I cannot recommend it highly enough. It has impacted me in so many ways. And as a Christian, I've looked at it through the lens of Scripture, and I don't necessarily agree with everything like in this manifesto. It talks about we are the authors of our lives, and I believe that, Jesus is the author of our life. But at the same time, we choose, we have choices that we make, and those choices, like we talked about in my earlier scope, those choices impact us in very, very powerful ways. And so we need to understand that we have personal responsibility to make wise choices, because that glorifies God for those of you who are Christians. So I just want to encourage you to rise strong. Get a copy of this book and rise strong, because it has impacted me in so many ways, and I think it will really, really encourage you. If you feel like you failed, if you feel like you're brokenhearted, if you feel like you just don't have courage, if you feel like you just don't know how to kind of rise up above these hard things in your life, Rising Strong, I think, will really encourage you. And on Monday, we'll be starting Just Show Up by Kara Tippett. And this book, both books are available on Amazon or at any bookstore, I believe. So anyway, that will start on Monday morning, and I'll be scoping through it right after my morning motivation show. So I hope you can join us. And even if you don't get a copy of the book, I think that what I'm going to share from it, if you know someone who's walking through a hard time, I think it'll really encourage you. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you this afternoon at 3 p.m. for my scope on how to be a Pinterest rock star. See you then.